Hey folks, Tim Freitas here from the Garden of English. As I work with students around the country and around the globe, there's one question I'm asked more than anything else. In AP Lang or AP Lit, what's the easiest way to earn the sophistication point? Now, the short answer to that question is that there's no easy way, but there are a total of 9 different ways for you to score the mythologically elusive point, whether you're taking Lit or Lang. And amidst these 9 options, there's one that shows up in every criteria for every essay in both the Lang course and the Lit course. It's incredibly teachable and also incredibly learnable, especially if you are willing to put in the effort. So let's check out what you can do to put yourself in a better position to earn your sophistication point by employing a style that is consistently vivid and persuasive. Now, before I get into what you can easily do, I want to remind you all that striving for sophistication isn't a bad thing, but you need to recognize that the points that are significantly more attainable are the thesis point and the evidence and commentary points. So, before really trying to take your writing to the next level, make sure to focus on learning to write in a way that will earn you the most points by producing essays that will earn you the thesis point in row A and the evidence and commentary points in row B on all of the scoring rubrics. Sophistication should be a bit of an afterthought until you're consistently earning at least a 4 out of 6 points on each essay. Now that we've got that PSA out of the way, let's get into what you can do. Step 1, you need to produce a complex thesis. The easiest way to produce complex ideas, which can in turn become sophisticated ideas, is to have an argument that embraces complexity. The easiest way to write a complex thesis for any Lit or Lang essay is to make sure that you write a properly punctuated complex sentence for your thesis statement. Don't know what a complex sentence is? Well, it's just a sentence that includes at least one subordinating conjunction. I have a bunch of videos that offer thesis templates for Lit and Lang, and these templates are all complex. Many of these templates also provide you with a list of subordinating conjunctions. So if you need to see what a complex thesis would look like and see some models and then go practice, you can actually look in the description right below this video and see that I've linked all of the playlists to all the essay types, and you can just find the thesis videos and you'll see what to do. Yes, that's right, we have playlists for every type of question in Lit and Lang. By the way, while you're poking around below the video, don't forget to crank that like button, smite the subscribe, and perhaps even consider becoming a channel member or give us a super thanks. Any button you're willing to press down there helps us out. Well, except for the thumbs down. That should be off limits. Anyway, even if you know how to write a complex thesis alone, that won't make your writing vivid and persuasive, but it will certainly be the first step in helping. You'll have to do more, though, to employ that style that is consistently vivid and persuasive. So that leads us to step 2. You want to write topic sentences that are varied and help clearly establish a line of reasoning. To do this, you want to make sure that all of your topic sentences include transitional language, a somewhat specific reference to the evidence you're going to include in that particular body paragraph, and an articulated connection to your overarching argument. Even though your topic sentences should include all of these parts, you can actually vary their order as long as your sentences still make sense. In all of the playlists that I link below this video, you'll be able to easily find all of the videos that include sophisticated topic sentence templates and forms, and in each one, I show you how all of this works. I show you the pieces that need to be in there and how to rearrange them. If you practice having all of the parts I just mentioned, you'll continue to write complexly and clearly, further augmenting your essay as one that could be considered vivid and persuasive. But we're not done. Step 3 involves how you integrate your evidence in any one of your essays. For both Lit and Lang, questions 1 and 2 provide you with texts to read and then apply to your essays. Because you have the text to quote from, you really need to put them in what you write. When you incorporate text as you add examples into your body paragraphs, you want to make sure that you quote them precisely and you want them to be synthesized with your own words. That's just a fancy way of saying combining. What this means is as follows. If you ever put quotes in your paragraphs, which you should, the quote should hardly ever be more than 13 words long. And you need to make sure that the sentence that any quote is in also contains your own words as well. Do not just drop quotes in your paper. You want to add quotes seamlessly so that when you read any of the sentences that you've written that include the quotes that you're putting in as your evidence, you can't tell where your words end and the quotes begin.
We finish each other's
sandwiches.
That's what I was gonna say.
If you can tell, then your writing isn't fully synthesized and it's not as sophisticated as it should be. If you want to learn how to do this for each individual question, you better believe I have have models in the playlists below. Everything linked right underneath. Now, for both AP Englishes, the question 3, the argument and the literary argument questions, for those, when you write about your evidence, you want to use the best verbs that you can describe when you actually provide your examples. You also need to make sure that your evidence in these argument questions can be described in a minimum of 3 sentences, but a maximum of 5. Writing thoroughly yet precisely prevents over-summarizing and also shows how complexly you can take situations and apply them to your thought processes. Of course, you want models for this too? I'm sure by now you know where to look for them. Now that you have a complex thesis statement, and well-constructed and varied topic sentences, and thorough and seamless evidence, you can add to all this goodness by providing detailed commentary. This is step 4. Provide commentary that is accurate and complex. The easiest way to do this is by making sure that as you explain how your evidence proves your thesis, you include language that prompts you to produce effective commentary. This language also forces you to produce complex sentences. Words and phrases that will help you produce the commentary that you need are things like this: because, consequently, since, thus, therefore, furthermore, so that, and due to the fact that. If your paragraphs are not loaded with these words and phrases, you probably don't have thorough commentary, and if your commentary isn't thorough, your writing isn't vivid, persuasive, or sophisticated. So, go practice adding words like these to your essays and watch your skills grow almost overnight. Also, if you're looking for commentary templates to apply to each type of essay, well, once again, go look in the playlist. Every essay's covered for you. Alright, so if you enact all of my prior advice, you'll have a great shot at earning the sophistication point. But if you really want to, you'll want to learn about and embrace step 5. Step 5 is advanced punctuation. As an AP reader, it's great to see complex thought and beautiful organization and commentary, but what adds the most flair is when advanced punctuation is correctly utilized. Advanced punctuation includes proper uses of the semicolon, the colon, and dashes. Advanced punctuation also includes the proper use of brackets when you need to eliminate some of the words from a quote with an ellipsis, or when you need to change the conjugation of any of the words in a quote to match the tense that you are writing in. Of course, if you don't know how to use brackets, check out my evidence integration videos for lit and lang questions 1 and 2 in the links down below, and I go over how to do all of that. I've got you covered. There's a significant amount of myth surrounding the elusive unicorn point that we call the sophistication point. And I have to admit, at times it can be pretty hard to earn, but it is not impossible. And I just covered all of the most tangible things that you can do and learn to actually earn this point. And if you can consistently enact most of my advice, you'll be in really good shape. Now, I have to also admit there are other ways to earn the sophistication point, but not ways that I can easily provide tangible steps for like this. So, what you want to do now is you want to go watch the playlists that are linked right here, and you can practice all that I give you so that your writing can be consistently vivid and persuasive, and you can go own your exams and take these skills with you not only through college, but into the world.